So I'm here at the rental, the new rental, and I found a new thing to combat, new pest that a lot of people are aware of, but I didn't know. And that's the Japanese beetle. Did that to my cherry tree. As you see one of them flying up there, it just landed. And from what I've researched on it, they're immigrants. There's no natural predators. They love eating these leaves. And best you can do is you just got a little Dawn water right there, just spraying it. They just fly, and they're supposed to do it in the morning. They'll drop into a bucket of water. One just landed and hit my in the face. But they don't bite, they don't do anything, they just eat the leaves. But the pretty much the Dawn water kind of kills them, and they drown themselves. But I got a bucket of water, and I got some traps coming today, and I just saw them yesterday. Within a day, they did that to the cherry tree. I got a couple on my Blackberry right now. So they just do that to the leaves. Come out for June to July. And my wife knew about them. So there's one right there. My wife knew about them, and so they eat was eating their cherry tree. Not cherry tree, their Crepe Myrtle. And they had these little, you just walk around with suds on them now. They would eat the Crepe Myrtle. There's no natural predator for these bad boys. So you just got to kill them all. It looks like it's about to fall down. And I got a bucket yesterday. I was taking them off and knocking them into a bucket of water with Dawn in it, and they would just drown. Just leave them out for a little bit. It came out this morning. There was none out here, but they just came back. Never seen these things ever before. And they apparently they come in clusters, and they bring their friends in after they find a good little snack. So one of the many little pests you got to deal with. They're not even touching this one, but they're grabbing that one. They just started this one today. It just came out. That was fine yesterday. But yeah, just a little simple Dawn and some water in a spray bottle. Yeah, it takes care of them. Like I said, I got the buckets coming today. You put this little basket out, the scent dries into them, and you pretty much like genocide the beetle. So I basically just trimmed off the leaves that were attacked. Apparently it sends out kind of like a distress notice to the beetle saying, hey, we're in pain, kind of like a come get me type deal. So it knows when it's diseased or in trouble, and so more of the beetles would have showed up. So I was just able to prune those off. It'll be all right. Just gotta fight this for a couple months, or at least when I get the thing comes in today. Nobody had them. Lowe's don't have them anymore. You can only get them online. And you just put these bags out, little traps, and they all congregate to them, and you just kill them all after that. But they're not touching my lime. They're not touching my lemon. They're not touching. Here's the peach. They're really not doing anything to the peach. It's right next to the cherry, so I guess the cherry has a little bit more of a scent to it. Only a couple of the blackberries that it messed with. Just a few. Barely any. There's a little damage over there I'll get rid of. That's it. So far, none of the strawberries got touched. So yeah, I wonder how come they picked the cherry tree. Because they're very popular with roses, from what I understand. And I guess the cherry tree smells like a rose to them. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so if you see the Japanese beetle, don't. First time I saw it, I went, "What the heck is that?" And just use regular old water and soap, and it'll get rid of them. So I got a few of them swimming around. This is from the other day, the last couple of days. Just about 2 or 3 newbies in the bucket today. So here's the trap, and one of them literally, there's one crawling on the trap right now. One literally just fell into it right when I was hitting the record button. And there's quite a few. I put it up last night, and they're all being attracted. There's quite a few swarming around this right now. So far, this thing works. None of them getting out. I have to pretty much kill them at the end of the day. Throw some soap water in there. It may be trying to eat this tree a little bit. There's one right there. Come on, go and get in. There's probably about 9 flying around me right now. But this is Insecticide Bag Be Gone, Bag a Bug. I got it. It's probably about 40 feet from my trees that I got at the bottom of this hill here. And I'm gonna go to Lowe's. They apparently love geraniums, and they'll eat them. They love it. They eat it, and they paralyze them. And I'm gonna get a couple other things that catnip pretty much just throws them away as well. No, it doesn't hurt them, but just pushes them away, repels them a bit. So I got this trap here. I got, like I said in the last video, I think they last for about 2 months. So I got another month and a half to fight these things. So I'm throwing everything in the kitchen sink. We got Dawn, water, peppermint oil, bag of bug. I got a couple packs of these. And like I said, going to get some geraniums. I think you get some geraniums and put some BTG on it, spray it on it, and they eat it and die. So I have no problem putting that around as some trap plants for them. So I just went on a little killing spree. There's plenty. They're all down and sat down down below, and the bag is upwind instead of downwind. So I'm going to put another bag out. It was about 5-10 minutes of knocking some beetles down, and some of them would just fly over the top of it and just lift it up and they'll land in the water. So for Operation Kill These Japanese Beetles, I got some geraniums. Sprayed them with Sevin. The guy at Lowe's said that would be even better than what the BTG is. And so what they do, they eat these flowers because they love the smell of them, and it paralyzes them for 24 hours. And since I sprayed it with that insect killer, they'll end up dying. So I get, even if they don't die in 24 hours, which will come out and spray them anyways, do a nightly walkthrough. They'll eat those. They're attracted to those. They'll eat them and die. Well, they'll be paralyzed, then they'll die. By the way, this is a way better gun. I had the regular old spray bottle, but I guess the soap was clogging it up. This has almost been like a napalm, AR-15 style for these bad boys. I mean, just one pump and they're done. Oh, if you're paying attention to what I sprayed the soap on the beetles, it worked great against the beetles, but also, as you probably know, you were probably yelling, you idiot, don't do it. It singed the leaves I was trying to keep them from eating, so I had to cut off a ton of my Blackberry. So like this one too, I can get to it. Whoops, rookie mistake. So as one friend of mine told me, it's trial and error a lot. This is my first year doing this. I'm an idiot. I did not know, but it didn't do it to some. I know I sprayed it on the lime right here, and it didn't do it to the lime. So it's just, I guess, depends on which plant. I mean, it didn't do it to my banana, but they ended up taking out my banana, so I ended up cutting those off. But the traps have worked. I haven't seen as many out the last couple days. I've seen them still, but I haven't seen them on my stuff. So they're all on the traps. They're all on that Crepe Myrtle too. I killed a ton the other day on that thing. They all flocked to that. I just got a trap on there. And I haven't seen any on the Geraniums. I wonder what's going on. I know they said white is the main one, but I was hoping that the other colors would work. So I got some white ones coming anyways. So they got my blueberries today and yesterday, especially the tall one. I ended up spraying it on there, and again, not knowing because I'm an idiot, I took out my own blueberries, so they all shriveled up. But I got some Tulle, and I'm going to see about wrapping that up in that, and that should keep. I got enough Tulle to to wrap up everything out here, and I did it originally for the deer, to keep the deer off. I haven't had that problem because I sprayed it with kind of like a peppermint scent. But if I can keep these things off for another month or so, I'll be much happier. And like I said, I got enough Tulle to be able to cover a lot of this. Just cover it up, and the beetles can't get through that unless they chew it up. But I don't see them being able to chew that part up. So we'll give it a shot. And here's one I wrapped up in Tulle. So I mean, it's not a big bush, but I ended up making a little bit too much because, well, it's not even. I mean, I think it's 3 feet by a couple hundred. It's very cheap material, or cheap to get, but looks like it could work. There's no way they can get in this thing. I tied it up at the base so they don't climb up anything, they fly onto it. So if I can just outlast them for another month and a half, maybe I'll get some, I'll do these to most of them, most of everything I got that's fruit.
That's a good photo op.
Yeah, let's can't get through. It's trying to. So yeah, they've been, so far it's effective. Here's the second one that's trying to come by and to get in. He can't get in. A little close up on their legs. I thought that maybe they would hook into it and can't get out, but apparently the last one flew away. This one just came on. So maybe I don't have to. I've been tying this one up to the base. They've been liking this one. The other ones I just hung it over and just kind of pushed it together so it wouldn't fly off. Hopefully it's not the lazy way of doing it. Here's my netting for the blackberries. All Tulle. Obviously about 6 different cuts. Just draped it over because I saw one on them. And I think I got every opening taken care of. Day 4 or 5 of fighting against the Japanese beetle, and I haven't seen any beetles down here. I just looked up top 2, none on the blackberries. Obviously I had them all covered up. I've seen them all in the Crepe Myrtle, none on the raspberries, so the netting has worked. I think it's a combination of netting, 2 traps, the flowers, peppermint oil being sprayed. Basically I've seen on other channels. No one simple solution is just to use as many ideas or artillery weapons as you can.